Hi friends, I'm back. Yes, I told you, I promised you that I was going to invite you in to make some cookies, some delicious holiday cookies. So these cookies are called Aunt Mary's Cherry Mashers. This is our recipe. Oh, Kit's back, wonderful. Okay, so these are Aunt Mary's Cherry Mashers. This is what they look like. This is what we're going to make today. All right, so I have my assistant chef. Yes, you are. You're my assistant. You don't want to be my assistant. Can you try it? Can you sample it for me once we make it? So in the background here, I have the chicken stock, the turkey stock from earlier this morning. Do you guys want to take a peek at it? Okay, Erica, you need to go on this side because Mommy's bringing something hot over, okay? So you go wait over there. All right, I just have to get my hot pad. So earlier today we started with our chicken. We were making chicken stock. I was teaching you how to make my homemade turkey/chicken soup stock, and I swear by this, especially when it is cold and flu time. You know what that's like, right? So, most years the flu to date hasn't been hijacked, so it hasn't been like a problem, but this year, as you know, I think they're saying there's not one case registered in Alberta for the flu. That's on AHS stats. Somebody sent me, okay? I can get the link for you if you're curious in seeing it. I'll try and add it to the comment section, but they went on Alberta Health Services stats, and the numbers for recorded flus in Alberta, very, very different from years past. So anyhow, my chicken turkey stock is yummo. This is what it looks like. I told you, pay attention to that color because it's so beautiful. Really happy with how it's turning out. But we start by taking the leftover. Chicken carcass, onions, turnips, celery, and carrots, and did I say onion, salt, and pepper? We boil that for a good 3.5 to 4 hours, and it just boils down, and it makes a really hearty and homey chicken soup. How does it smell, Erica?
Good.
Does it smell good? Okay, so we're going to cook it just a little bit longer.
Can you move the hot pot?
Yeah.
Can you move that?
Yeah. So I'm just letting that boil, and we're going to make our Aunt Mary's cherry mashers.
And a homemade one.
They're homemade. So if you want to come help me and watch, you can. You can come on this side. There's not a ton of ingredients. I'm kind of going to go through that for you if you want to take a quick peek at what we're going to put into Aunt Mary's cherry mashers. That's a picture of them right there. So you can kind of get a look at how yummy they look. Okay. So we've got 1 pound of icing sugar. We need some butter, 3/4 of a stick of butter, sweetened condensed milk, some cherries, yummy cherries, and we've got more icing sugar there. So we're going to get started on that. I'll get it mixing, and then as it's mixing, are you going to help mix, Erica? Good. Okay, so we're going to get mixing on here. Hopefully you can see it okay.
Can you get the spoon for me? Get the water.
Can you hold the spoon? That's a very important job. Okay, so we're going to get...
Mix that for you. Let me mix. Let me mix, Mom.
Can I need this?
Can I mix?
You can help. Aunt Mary's cherry mashers, which, you know, you never know how many people you're going to have for the holidays, right? Because you're relying on, like, other people. So I always like to start my Christmas baking early, get a head start on it, and so that I'm not stressed. And I'm very ahead of schedule this year, let me tell you. Okay, so we want to add sweetened vanilla. Okay, shot of vanilla.
Can I put that in?
Measuring spoons, measuring cups, not on this low budget show. Imagine next Christmas when I have some big sponsors. There's commercial airspace. Yeah, there's commercial airspace on our channel, right? So maybe you have a message you need to get out. Who better than to get a mom who can get it right, who can multitask to get your holiday message out there, right? How's it smell?
Good.
Mmm.
Can I maybe soda?
Okay, so
Like soda.
we need a little more sugar. Do you want to help pour that? Very careful. Powdered sugar. We want to pound that.
We
We need lots and lots. Okay, so we've got that.
Can I mix?
Oh, our cherries? Give these a smell. Tell our friends, how do they smell?
How does it smell?
What do they smell like?
They smell like roses. Can I dip that in?
Roses. They smell like roses. Yeah, you can dump it in.
We want.
There we go. Oh, there's one left.
Put that in.
Do you want to try it?
Hmm?
What do they taste like?
Mmm. Good.
Good? Are they juicy
Yes.
and sweet and yummy? Okay. All right. So we're going to get that on. Let's see. Okay.
Can I mix?
Oh, just wait. Forgot a very important step.
What is that?
And I also forgot to put our sweetened condensed milk
Can I
in.
put that in?
No, I'm going to do this one.
No. I want to.
Oh, I want to.
Me.
Okay. Okay, why don't you go sit down at the table and
No.
you can take this and have it. It's yummy. Yummy, yummy. Okay, you got to go off camera to eat it though. We'll get one more in here.
Kids going to eat that.
Kid's going to.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you go sit over here and you can eat it. There you go.
Kids going to follow his feet. Have What's
All right.
Daddy doing here? Look, this is sister price. I don't want
Okay, we are ready to rock. Get that up. Looking good. Making Aunt Mary's cherry mashers.
that's good.
It does look good, doesn't it? And we're going to crank it up a little bit. Smells yummy. Can you smell that? It smells like fresh cherries.
Yes.
Nice pinky color. Give that another minute. All right. Looks good. Okay, guys. It smells awesome. Hi, Joe Cool 33. Thanks for watching. That's awesome. Joe has a message for you, Erica. He says, "Stir it up, little darling. Stir it up." How's your treat? Does it taste pretty good? Yeah, I bet it does. Okay, so we've got that all mixed up. Now, this is still, I think, a little too runny. See, I'm not like a great cook. I'm not like totally have this. Oh, thanks, Erica. But desserts really isn't my thing. I would say that this needs more frosting or something. So I'm not sure what to do. If I should add more icing sugar to it. It's tough to say. Who wants to lick the beater?
Me.
You do? Okay, well come over here. Maybe we'll sit, maybe I'll sit over here and try and form these into balls.
Can I eat that?
Yeah, you can have it. My little holiday helpers. Yeah, I'm thinking I need to add like a little bit more icing sugar to this. Whoops, that was a little much. Little much. Little much. This just might be great. So I got this whisk. This is actually from Pampered Chef, and it's supposed to be for mashed potatoes. But I'm finding so many more uses for it, and I highly recommend ordering one. This thing can mash potatoes like nobody's business. No, yes. There you go. How's it going over there, Erica?
Good.
Good. Do you want to come on camera? Say hi. Yeah, that's thickened it up. That was the right call. See, sometimes you just gotta guess. You just gotta trust your gut, right? That thickened it up beautifully.
Not quite, because he's blinding.
Yeah, that worked. Great. And I think I might just chill it for a few minutes just so I can, it might get a little firmer too. And then you're supposed to form this into balls and then dip it in chocolate. Okay? So I don't know how it's going to turn out because I've never tried this before. This is a new recipe. But I felt like, why not? Why not try something new? Okay, so that's going to chill for a minute. I can't stand a holiday mess, so I need to just put a few items away as we go. Keep it clean, keep it organized. That's the best way to do it. Yes, Erica. Yes. Huh? That is the best way. How do you know it's the best way? Because your mom says so? Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Oh, Mom.
So we've got these balls chilling, the cherry mashers, and what I wanted to talk to you about today is I'm getting some feedback on my broadcast, which is great. I love feedback. I love to hear what people think of what I'm doing and what I'm saying. And I want to zone in for a minute to people that find themselves locked into special interest groups or secret societies. What do you do when you're in the middle of one of those groups and you're starting to see stuff that wasn't what you thought you signed up for when you got involved? And for some, it's just been a family tradition, meaning you are honored in generation to generation. What do you do when you start seeing a little dangerous, right? How do you get out of something like that? Why would you want to get out of something like that? Well, if you found yourself on my broadcast, you likely are looking for ways to get out. So I want to help you do that, okay? So grab yourself a cold drink, and we're going to sit down. We're going to chat. We're going to chat about what to do when you find yourself on the inside of one of those groups that have like a lifelong oaths that you take, and you want to unbreak oaths that you've made because you know that they're not healthy and you don't want that for your children. Maybe you're the dad of daughters and the last thing you want is your daughter being married into one of those special interest type, chosen lives, meaning it was picked for you. You didn't even get a choice in the matter. You don't want that for your kids. So we're going to talk about, because see, I get all kinds of people that watch these broadcasts, and I care about all people. I care about helping people where they're at. I like doing rescue missions, don't I, Erica? Would you say I'm good at it?
Yes.
How is the cherry mashers?
Good.
Like how good?
Really good.
Can you give our friends a smile on the camera? Can you tell them right here, look up here. Say everything is gonna be okay.
Everything will be okay.
And who do you trust?
Me.
And Jesus. Yeah. All right, people. We're going to get started. It's going to be an awesome broadcast, an awesome one. So give me 30 seconds just to get cleaned up. We got a little bit of stickiness going on and yummy deliciousness.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I see it's on your dress, but that's okay.
I have to clean me.
Yeah, and you can go get your face washed. And then Mom's going to sit down, maybe have some tea, some apple cider, and talk to our friends. So I'm gonna zone in again. Stick around. We're gonna talk about secret societies. We're gonna talk about what happens when you find yourself on the inside of a secret society that you want out of. Okay. So in a minute. All while we make cherry mashers, you guys. All while we make cherry mashers. Okay. So here is our cookbook. I'm going to let you look at that just for a minute while I get things set up here. That's what we're making. 30 seconds, guys.
$30.
30 seconds.
That was I did one time. So hi guys. Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get me that rolly spoon to come with?
You're going to lick your spoon while you chat?
Yes.
Tell them my mom's coming back right away.
My mom's gonna come back right. She will come back right away.
My mom always comes back. Just give her a
My
minute.
mom always comes back. Come on, baby.
Hi, friends. Hello. See, I'm coming back. I'm coming back to you. There.
That bowl was always setting up.
I just need to unplug this. 1 second.
But where's the honey bowl?
I don't know. I don't know where the other bowl went.
No, this is the bowl. Where's like the bowl, the city bowl?
Whoa. Did that hurt? I hope not. Okay, guys. Thanks. Someday we're going to have a producer on this show and it's going to be just fantastic. But until that time, it's just us and it's at home and it's at home living. Here's my helper. Okay, so we made cherry mashers. We made some holiday soup this morning.
Holiday soup.
Some soup stock and it was fantastic.
Oh.
Yep, it was so good.
Mom.
I know, my camera's going all over the place. We still have viewers though, so that's exciting.
I want the onion.
Okay, Erica, this is gonna tip over. You gotta sit.
Mommy.
Okay.
You're not going to let me. You just want to want me.
This is funny. Okay.
No, it's not.
Well, it is because I need to have like a very serious conversation and I can't. But that's okay. We
Mommy?
work from home. We make it work. And Erica brings the cute factor, right? She totally does. True story. What?
Mom, where's the bowl with city bowl?
Not sure.
Where is that?
I don't know.
Where you put that?
I don't know.
Where you put that? All the stuff.
It's gone away.
Where you
Okay,
put
better
that?
idea. Let's just go to this way. Yes.
I'm hungry.
I'm making some soup.
I want some else. I want some else.
Okay. Let's see.
I want some else.
Rylan.
Some else.
Okay. You go ask Rylan if he will get you some, please, because I can't right now. Okay?
What is that?
Watch your foot. All right. We're back in business. Here we go. Thanks for sticking around. I got a heavy broadcast for you guys. Because we're talking about... Okay, we're talking about special interest groups and leaving secret societies. How and why to do that. All while we're making Aunt Mary's cherry mashers. We got a lot going on. We got a lot going on the home front today. Yes, we do. Okay, so first is to identify, one, that there are people that come from all walks of life that watch these broadcasts. I actually tagged politicians in this broadcast because many of them, believe it or not, are in the same boat that you can relate to. Okay, you've been there. Sorry, it's raining in the desert today, and I was outside. I was helping. Oh, we got a friend from the United Kingdom. Yes, hello. So it's raining in the desert. My hair is all over the place, but that doesn't matter because our topic is super important, and I want to stay focused on that. Leaving secret societies, leaving special interest groups, and why I tagged politicians in a broadcast like that. One, I just want to make sure we've weeded out all the people that don't need to be on this broadcast and kept the ones around that do need to be on this broadcast. So it's worth it if you stuck around, right? Because we're getting into the meat and potatoes. So many times when you hear secret society, it conjures ideas, or in your head it's either really dark, dangerous, bad, or you're enlightened and you have to be of a special type or a special breed to be a part of these groups. And you're only allowed in, and it's a mystery to other people. And, before you know it, you're in, and you're in deep. And then you're in so deep, you're confused. And the confusion turns to chaos. The chaos turns to you don't know where to turn, what to do. You don't even know what's real and what's not real anymore. These are real life scenarios that happen to people. What?
I can't find my Addy cookie.
No more cookies right now.
No, I don't have my Addy cookie.
Rylan, need your help for a minute.
I want to help you.
No, not on this part.
Me.
No.
Yes.
Rylan is going to turn on, I'll tell you, the Chloe show that you like. Okay? Hang tough. This is an at-home broadcast. So we do family first. And then we get into the work stuff. And I'm mixing both. Thank you. I'm glad you like the tree. Thank you. So we're just going to take a couple minutes. Okay? You can share this broadcast. Get yourself a holiday drink. That's what I'm going to do. You know that we're talking about chicken soup, turkey soup. We're talking about Aunt Mary's cherry mashers. Say that one real fast, 3 times. And we're talking about secret societies and how to exit them. Yeah. Talking about root level stuff. Good stuff. What'd you bring me? Okay, so 30 seconds, I'll be back. 30-second break.
There you go. Look.
Yeah, Rylan will get you a little bit of milk. Okay. All right. Thanks for sticking. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching and looking at the Christmas tree for a few minutes. You want hot chocolate? Okay. Rylan will get you some hot chocolate.
Okay, I will go soup plate.
That's nice. Hot chocolate break. I'm having apple cider. Yes. Yum. I'm actually in bed watching. It's raining, dark, and -4. Nice. Nice. And from the United Kingdom. I want to go there someday. Haven't been there. So, what part of the conversation interests you? Is it Aunt Mary's Cherry Mashers? Is it exiting secret societies? What is it? Secret societies, cults, the whole bit. Yeah. People are trying to get out and they don't know how. Hence, they stumble on my broadcast. So, for one, it happens a lot more than you think. The idea of controlling people is age-old. It's timeless. But when people awake to the fact that they find themselves in a mess like that, it becomes very dark and very dangerous. And you've got fear mixed in there on top of it. So, like, the exiting part can be very, 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 very hard. So, I've been reading a lot of books lately just about this kind of stuff, and shocked at like how often it happens, and also interestingly enough the resources that are like available to people that are like trying to leave. Yeah, it's there's not a ton. So I zoned in on politicians on this broadcast. I tagged them because just imagine this. Imagine those who would try and get a hold of the people, like the higher ups, the power people, get in their heads and maneuver them to do things a certain way, and then they in turn control large populations of people, right? You can see, whoa, like danger, danger, danger. So you will see this kind of stuff happen in religious groups. You know, you get somebody at the helm who's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. That can happen. Corruption, that's totally true. And before you know it, a group is infiltrated and infested, and the head people who take over, their ideologies are at the core of it, and then it's just kind of like downstream from there. There's a lot of groups that people get into, innocently enough, because people like to congregate. They like to be part of communities. They like to be a part of something. And they get in with good intentions and find, oh my goodness, this is like a front group for something else. And then it becomes like you don't even know what to do because your access points are like infiltrated, corrupted, or controlled. And so exiting becomes very, very hard to do. But that's why I talked earlier this morning just about how I don't have worry, I don't have fear, I don't live in that state anymore, because that's like a mental cage and it can really impact the quality of your life. And I've had, all kinds of wild and crazy experiences, and I've witnessed things that would, really make you give your head a shake. But overall, it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me today to see why you have to guard yourself, why you have to guard all parts of your being. not just physically, like if you're walking on ice and it's cold and you got to be very careful how you walk, you have to be very careful what you expose yourself to. And because the biggest thing is when you get exposed to stuff and you become, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. There's usually higher up people that are right there that want to tell you what to do and how to do it, how to respond. No, I have not been, but I've witnessed and come in contact with a lot of people that are desperate and trying to find ways out. So that's why I'm addressing the topic today, because there really is an easy way to get out, and you can get out right now. And that's what I want to get into. I want to get into how to leave, how to depart, and how to establish like a new working standard in your life. I talk an awful lot about my own walk and how I was a high capacity person that could handle a lot of stuff, but I realized I didn't have control in much. I didn't have control of much. I like to think that I did, but I really didn't. And life quality was pretty crappy. I certainly wasn't happy, and I wasn't accomplishing my main objectives in life. And being a wife and a mom and somebody who just cares about people, cares about community, just like simple life kind of stuff, I wasn't there. I decided I couldn't live how I was living. I wasn't able to get the things accomplished I wanted to. And I was hitting so many roadblocks, and I couldn't understand, like, if my intentions are good, why am I hitting all kinds of roadblocks that I shouldn't be? And I had to look at my life and go, wow, like, I'm pretty much at a place where I have to work. Like, I couldn't work any harder. I was working so hard, and there was no rest. Life wasn't easy. It was like I felt like I was doing back-breaking stuff daily, and my anxiety, everything was just so high, and like couldn't do it. And I'm like, this can't be what life is supposed to be like. And at that point, I had really stumbled into a place of fear. I had instances where people who are think they're high up the food chain, really didn't like the stuff that I stood for. Like, they could see something in me that they didn't like, much the same as what we read in the Bible with Jesus would come into communities, into towns, and higher ups there didn't like what he stood for, didn't like what he was saying. And my values have always been the same, but I was beginning to be, I guess it was showing up on the outside of me more than it ever had been. And so that attracted some people from the wrong crowd who really wanted to, do what power brokers and people in control like to do. They like to get control, get a handle on people that are, they're, what do you call that? Hard to control, speaking out when they shouldn't speak out, standing up when they shouldn't stand up. And I really fought that. Like, I fought that in my own strength. And I realized, like, that's not how we're supposed to fight back. That's really not how we're supposed to effectively get anywhere, is fighting in our strength. And so for me, I just was like, this is a battle of good and evil is what it comes down to. Because I'm standing for things that are, you can say in one way, very righteous things, like liberty, freedom, family first, individual rights, but that really is the basis of Christianity. And if Christianity is not being sold like that, okay, then you gotta go you know, Jesus's message is the message of freedom. Like, it's really, if you unpack the book of Galatians, Christian or not, I encourage you to read it, because it really addresses like living in a time of you're free. Like, when you invite Jesus into your heart and say, okay, I'm not gonna win. Like, me, Val, I am basically useless in my own strength. And I know that because I have a long track record. But Jesus, I'm reading this book, the testament of your life, this living word of you and your ways. And I don't have to be like chained down in a cage and work to the bone and live in mental torment. Like, when you went to the cross, I believe that you died for me and you died for every one of us. And it's a personal invitation into it's into a relationship with Jesus, and it goes from there. So it doesn't matter how far down the rabbit hole you are, or what kind of experience you've had before, good or bad, say with a church or whatever for that matter. Just hit the pause button and bring it back to individual and personal relationship with Jesus. And that's what I did. And so from there, he really started showing up in my life in big ways, until it became basically like my anthem and my momentum. And he steered my compass. And so what you see today is a reflection of that relationship and that walk. Yes. Yes. Oh, he's not. Okay, well, Mom is. So that's part of the reason why you see me working from home, because I am advocating for, like, I think that to win the war that we're in, it's going to take coming home, and it's going to take a resetting from the inside out. And that I believe that home should be a happy and healthy and safe place. And I am evidence from where I started to where I am now. I can tell you, like, home life is the key part of it, because you're not going to get anywhere until you fixed what's going on inside of you. And most of the time, people don't want to deal with what's going on inside of them. They're looking for distractions. They're looking for any kind of sidetracking, anything so that they don't have to deal with the stuff up here that's like mental torment. And secret societies oftentimes know the tactics and the techniques and the ways to intensify the stuff that's going on up there, and they use it against people that are under them that they want to have a hold on. And so my heart really hurts for those people, because you can get sucked in without even realizing it. And there's so many, you know, and I just, like, I'm not scared of any of them, because simply put, the Bible says, "Get beneath my feet, Satan." And I stand on that. Like, I sometimes have to say it 5 times an hour, depending on what environment I find myself in. But, you know, I've watched the mechanics work in people and through people, and especially higher ups within these organizations, and they are defeated. Like, they really are. When truth comes to light and the exposure is shown, oftentimes they try and get their claws into controllable people, and politicians are controllable people, right? They are controlled by who? If it's not you, the people who they are supposed to be serving and protecting and working for, who controls them? Like, if they're not advocating and listening to what it is you're saying, who then runs things? You know, like, I'm just telling you the truth, right? Like, and at the same time, we're making Auntie Mary's cherry mashers. And I got to check on my soup stock, okay? So I want to see who sticks around. Mr. UK, are you going to stick around? You remind me of a friend. I have a friend from the UK. I do. You remind me of that friend. You betcha. Hot chocolate coming up.
Mommy, my tummy.
Mommy, and don't touch it.
We need
It's
marshmallows.
hot. I got milk and hot chocolate.
Honey, we need marshmallows. What's up, marshmallows, Mom?
Okay.
You did put a marshmallow on mine. Ours are mine.
You're gonna share yours.
No one goes so mine.
Okay, you go take yours.
Okay, I don't need one because I got mine. Can I mix mine? Let me mix mine.
Okay.
I'm going to mix mine.
Mr. Myron, I am and still will. You're gonna stick around. Awesome.
Can I mix mine?
So
Don't
I
mix mine.
won't mix it. I won't mix it. Look what I'm doing. Making hot chocolate for the little miss. Hot cocoa with marshmallows, because, you know, she loves marshmallows in her hot chocolate.
Mix that.
Okay, I won't mix it. Don't spill it. Careful, careful. Both hands. Good job. Okay. All right, thanks for sticking around. Okay, do you want me just to keep chatting, or do you have questions? Do you have any questions? What kinds of secret societies are you trying to exit? Let's start there. Let's not waste time, shall we? What do you want to get out of? Okay. All right. I see I've got some on here from the Freemasons in particular. So we'll go there. There are many that don't even realize what they're getting into when they're in it. But what's happening now is there is a total unveiling of the agenda. Much the same as what we're seeing in many religious circles. Same thing. Truth is coming out. And people are met with this conflict, right? Like, they're like, how did I not see this earlier? What is going on? Why would this be happening? Am I really part of something like this? And you know, when you take an oath to something, words matter. And I think that's what we have to come back to is when you have problems in your life, you can really start to see and go down to like root level on stuff and look at some of the crazy things you came into agreement with. Master manipulators will often take things that they know are, say, a weakness of yours. Not just like, for some people it might be alcohol, or it might be like a secret addiction, or it could be an idea in your head that just goes over and over and over and over, and it's a really bad, untrue lie about yourself. They will get a hold of those kinds of things and they will use them against people to control them. And the power of words and how we use words, there's not enough credit. Like, carrying around the alphabet and using the alphabet, like using words and speaking truth, has the power to like undo all those oaths and things that people want to get rid of. And I say cut them off. So my advice is this: I would call on Jesus. So I'm going to do it right now for you. And I'm just going to say, Lord, for those that are watching this broadcast and wanting to depart and wanting to break off all that goes along with those power structures that seek to control and manipulate people and corrupt them and all those kinds of things. Lord, I just pray for exposure for the people that are feeling like they're caged and held by those orders and oaths. Lord, just undo that now in the name of Jesus. And I just submit and surrender my life, and I surrender this conversation, everything over to you, because I'm just standing in the gap and calling on Jesus just to, like always, take the wheel. That's okay. It's all right. There you go. Take the wheel, right? See, it's that simple. It's that simple. I'm just going to pray for peace just to come over those that need it. in these moments. And Lord, just a filling of truth. Yeah, just truth and peace and rest. That's it. That's simple. That's simple. Yeah, we need some holiday hope. So I'm thinking Aunt Mary's cherry mashers are almost ready. I'm gonna pull them out of the fridge, and we're gonna make these. We gotta put them on a pan, and we gotta let them chill. But they smell so good, you guys. They look good. So I'm gonna grab that. Any more questions? Any more questions? E. Myron. Okay, I want to hear more from you. And I want to hear from O'Neill Brend. What do you want the world to know? What do you want me to know? Tell me something. What do you want me to know? Yeah, I'm just chilling them. They're starting to come into balls. Yep. So I'm gonna make these.
Can I make them with
You can watch. You can watch.
make them with you.
We're making well, you know what? These are not turning into really good balls yet. We've got to chill them. So I'm gonna do that.
Can I chew them with you?
Cherry mashers.
Can I just
No.
have one bite?
Nope.
Tiny bite.
Okay, guys. Anything else? You've been talking about chicken stock now. I'm making chicken soup for supper. Yay, Mary.
Mom,
Hi, my friend.
hi.
What's happening in Vulcan today? What's the weather like in Vulcan?
Oh, it's tiny. Tiny, Mom.
Mary says that you're adorable. Can you blow her a kiss? You got to stand up. She can't see you.
Oh.
Aww. That's for you, Mary.
So hot.
Yeah, in your heart. Erica says she's blowing a kiss into your heart.
Jesus.
And Jesus too. Jesus loves you.
A good one for Jesus.
That one's from Jesus? Aw. Can you blow one to the United Kingdom, to our friends that are watching there? That's so nice. And do you have a message for them? What do they need to know? Tell them.
They
Look.
have to know Jesus.
Okay, look in the camera and tell them that.
Jesus.
What do you want them to know?
I want them to know me.
Tell them something nice.
I want them to know.
Can you pray for them?
Yes.
Okay. Look in the camera and pray.
God.
Okay.
I wish you had a good time doing home soup. We wish us what we used to have. Amen.
Amen. Amen. We're making holiday cookies, you guys. Some cherry mashers.
Can I eat a tiny
No, you can't eat a tiny bit.
Please, Mom. Please?
Oh, the snow's all gone in Vauxhall. And in the UK, it's like -4, I think they said.
Please.
Who else is watching? Where else are you guys watching? Where else?
Can I just eat a tiny bit, please?
No. So we have to chill these. I'm just chilling them. I'll show you what they look like in a minute, you guys. This is a very messy job.
A messy dog.
You know how everybody's like good at something? Mine is soup. My family's is treats. I'm not good at it, but I really wanted to do something really special for Christmas. I really did. You guys, they did not turn into balls like they're supposed to. Move, Erica. Move, move, move. They didn't. But I'll show you. Just wait. I gotta move my camera down so people can see them. Get my hand out of the way because they're all... Can you see that, you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I eat?
No, you cannot eat any yet.
No, that's cherry.
So these are going to go in the freezer. They're supposed to be balls. Mine aren't. They're going to be like, not cherry mashers, cherry smashers, because they're going to be smashed and flat.
To be like rose watermelon.
Yeah, like rose ones. Okay, just hold on 1 minute, you guys.
Can I change the name? Okay. Into rose. Rose chocolate. Happy rose watermelon. Rose watermelon.
Okay, these are going to go in the freezer, or in the fridge for now.
So, don't put that. Wait.
You guys, my chicken soup turned out awesome. The chicken stock, it's just done. And if you look at the time, it's been like 3.5 hours since our last broadcast. And it just turned out fantastic. It smells awesome. So we're going to have our Aunt Mary's cherry mashers for dessert. And I think we're going to have a bowl of soup for our dinner tonight. But is there anything else going on that I need to know about? Or anybody that wants me to delve into anything else? No, we're good? Okay, last chance. All right, guys, thank you for watching this broadcast. It's probably not going to be up too long because I'm going to do broadcasts occasionally where they're public and then they're not public and they might get shared later. So this was a special broadcast for those of you that needed it, and I hope it met you at exactly the right time. And have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. And follow me on Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, and Instagram, and also on YouTube. And please support my broadcast.